Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 22 of our career mode with West Ham United. We're not going to hang about, we're going to start off straight away with the home game against Manchester United. Of course, we're in our home colours, and United will be in their god-awful white away strip. We're, of course, in that beautiful claret and blue. It'll be interesting to see what sort of lineup Manchester United go with in this game. As you remember, in the away game at Old Trafford, they were a little bit disrespectful, in my opinion, going with what looked like a very weakened side. But they are in the top 5 with only 36 points. It's hard to believe 36 points puts you in that top 5 at the moment, especially with the teams above them with so much more points on the board. We're going with an extremely strong side in that new 4-2-2-2 formation. United are definitely bringing out their big guns. Rooney, Nani, Herrera, Di Maria, Mata, and of course David De Gea. Obviously on the bench they've got a few big stars in Rojo, Valencia and Van Persie. But it's nice to see him putting out a stronger side, so hopefully it'll be an interesting game and we can pick up the right result. But Noble, starting off early, spreads the ball out to that Davy K. Davy K, one-touch pass into Krezes, and Krezes plays an absolutely delightful ball into Davy K, who rises to tackle, cuts back inside, looks to dink the ball to back post, but plays the ball along the 18-yard box for Noble, and unfortunately the strike from Noble is just wide of the target. That would have been an absolutely sensational goal, and you can already see from the early minutes that Davy K, I'm going to call him Davy K. Davy K has had. He's looking pretty sharp and impressive. Plays a beautiful ball into Chiarte. Chiarte with the ball round the back of Sacco. And unfortunately, Sacco just does not capitalise on what would have been a fantastic opportunity. But it's Manchester United for once coming on the attack. Haven't really been involved in this first half. The ball with Nani again on that right-hand side. Looks to cut back in. Plays the ball into Rafael. Into Herrera. Herrera with the shot. And Herrera has scored the first goal of the game in the 23rd minute. Really lacks defending for a moment there from the boys. Really lacks defending. You know, we've been caught out pretty simply there. I mean, Krezes out of position, Tompkins out of position. It left a bit of a gaping hole, and Ander Herrera just stepped forward and literally is in acres of space for a simplistic finish in the end. I would have thought that Adrian could have got a hand to it, but it is that near post, and it's one of those situations where if the keeper saves it, it's a world-class save. If he doesn't, it's one that you can just about accept. But Chiarte there absolutely went through the back doors of Wayne Rooney. I'm not sure there was a real attempt for the ball, so I'm quite thankful, but it was only a yellow card, because I really do feel when you see the replay, it probably could have been quite easily a red card. I think yellow is just about acceptable. There hadn't been too many harsh challenges, so perhaps the referee took a little bit of leniency there as United on the attack again. This time Nani switched rings, plays the ball back into Herrera. Herrera knocks it into Luke Shaw. Shaw to Nani. Nani gets a little bit lucky with the ricochet, plays it back into Shaw. Shaw knocks the ball onto Daley Blind. Daley Blind onto Wayne Rooney. Rooney onto Mata. Mata with one touch. Mata finds the back of the net. Unfortunately there, some lax defending yet again. Too much time and respect was given to Juan Mata there, but I suppose in the same breath you have to take your hat off to the Spanish magician. He did step 5-6 yards off Krezes. Krezes caught it out of the corner of his eye, went to make the move to go towards him. By the time he'd done that, Juan Mata had just found that extra yard of space in front of him, and it was a pretty impressive finish, but not what we really want to be seeing at the Bowland, to be quite honest. It's something we want to be stopping, not admiring. So we go in at half-time. The scoreline, West Ham 0, Manchester United 2, and both the Spanish magicians from Manchester United have come up trumps, but hopefully we could put that correct in the second half with the ball with Chiarte knocking it into Noble. Noble into Downing. Downing, who picks up a yellow card just on the brink of half-time, or just after the half-time interval for a sloppy challenge. A little bit of time wasting as well, but nothing too much to worry about as Noble, the Cockney genius, brings the ball forward into the Manchester United half. Looks left, plays the ball into Krezes. Krezes cuts back inside, knocks the ball into Klassen. Klassen feeds the ball on to Marky Noble. Noble repays him with a ball round the corner. Klassen gets to the byline, puts the ball on the 6-yard box. A fantastic cross, and Sacco is there to head the ball home. Absolutely delightful cross there from Davy K. Beautiful play. Really has got such attacking intelligence. Really did get himself in some fantastic space and made life easy for the Cockney genius just to pick him out. But the work wasn't done there. The cross was just absolutely pinpoint, absolutely fantastic. And Sacco out-muscles and out-jumped Phil Jones in the Manchester United centre-back position. But as we move on, the game really, unfortunately, didn't become very interesting. We didn't have many more chances, which is a great shame. But we do pick it up with Andy Carroll. knocking the ball across into Chiarte, about 25 yards out, sticking on his right foot, goes for the shot, and the deflection sends it just over the bar, literally just over the bar there. Fantastic play. Adrian has looked at the line. One Diablo, yes, one Diablo has given the nod. Adrian is in the box, just outside the 6-yard box. The box has come in. Can Adrian get a head onto it? Oh, it looked like a great defensive header there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get his noodle onto it. Tompkins coming across as Van Persie brings the ball out, puts the slide tackle into attempt any attempted shot and put a block on it, but the referee does conclude the game, and unfortunately we do slump to a very disappointing 2-1 loss. But for me personally, the Cockney genius absolutely ran the show for us. When we were going forward, everything went through Mark Noble. Freaking amazing player. Unfortunately, we just not could reward him with any goals, which is a great shame. His work rates in that game, he's such a devastating player. He really is such a devastating player. But what is the interesting factor as we go away to Arsenal? We will be keeping that 4-2-2-2 formation. We're going to try it out, see if we can get the formation to work. As you'll see, Arsenal languishing down in 7th position. We're still holding on to 2nd position, but Spurs only 4 points behind us now. So they are starting to close that gap. Obviously, Arsenal going with a very strong lineup. Ourselves, we're going with a strong lineup. Pretty much the same team from the Manchester United game. The only change has been Yusuf Poulsen. Andy Carroll has got a slight niggle on a knee injury at this moment in time, so he's only fit enough to make the bench. And we're going to go with the young man, the young Dane, Yusuf Poulsen up top. Hopefully he can make a bit of difference and get us an important goal. But it's Arsenal who come out of the blocks at 100 miles an hour. The ball with Welbeck. Welbeck looks to cut inside. Gets a little bit lucky. The tackle knocked the ball into Jovetic, but the ball's now out with Sanchez. Sanchez swings it to the back post to Santi Cazorla. Cazorla knocks the ball into Wilshere. Wilshere into Jovetic. And Jovetic was out-muscled, but the ricochet went to Danny Welbeck, and thankfully Welbeck sprayed the ball wide. Not renowned for his finishing, to be fair. Can be clinical at times, but not all the time. Great ball from Yusuf Poulsen into Klassen. Klassen replays it with a delightful ball over the top. Poulsen! Oh, great control as he entered the box there, but he just strikes it against the Arsenal goalkeeper. That would have been an absolutely fantastic goal. Great interlinking play there from Yusuf Poulsen, who's not had many starts for West Ham this season, and with Davy Kay. And Davy Kay really showing that he has got some real attacking intelligence with his passing. But it's Arsenal again on the attack. Welbeck on that right-hand side, but great defensive play there from the Hammers boys. This game really is end-to-end. Sacco picking the ball up, knocks it back to Matthews. Matthews plays the ball forward, back into Sacco. Sacco with a delightful first touch into Downing. Downing into Poulsen. Poulsen knocks the ball on, looking for Downing, but Downing unfortunately is just out-muscled and he couldn't get hold of the ball. But this game really is going end from end. Both teams really looking to pick up 3 points here, as Tompkins is doing a great marshalling job there. The ball back inside to Jovetic, and Jovetic sprayed that wide. Debussy knocking the ball into Wilshere. Wilshere plays it onto Jovetic. Jovetic into Welbeck. Welbeck plays the ball back high into Wilshere, and Wilshere on his weaker right foot sprays the ball over the bars. We go into half-time with a scoreline: Arsenal 0, West Ham United 0. You will remember in the home leg, we did get a little bit lucky with Shezers in goal for Arsenal, spilling the ball and then just not reacting and allowing the lads in to score that all-important 1 goal. But Ramsey having a great opportunity there, but what a defensive block. And then it's cleared off the line from Reedy, who has been absolutely sensational all game. And again, West Ham get the ball clear. Absolutely fantastic play there. Ramsey picking it up for Arsenal yet again. Plays it into Jovetic. Jovetic has the shot, and that's a simple save for Adrian. But it's Noble coming forward, 20 yards out from goal. Plays a delightful ball into Klassen, but it was just in the wrong area. He needed a yard in front of him. That would have been the perfect ball. But Chiarte feeding the ball into Sacco. Sacco into Poulsen. Poulsen looking to break forward. Has the shot, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. And the ball is cleared by Arsenal. But it's Cazorla on that right-hand side. Trickery from the little Spanish magician. Swings across into the back post. Oh, Adrian makes a bit of a meal of it. Did the ball cross the line? Did the ball cross the line? It's gone wide now, but that's going to be a contentious moment there. Really looked like he got the defensive block on he needed. We'll have to have a look at the goal line decision system. It's awarded as a no-goal. It is awarded as a no-goal. Adrian got himself in all sorts of problems, and thankfully the big foot and knee of Reedy is showing that the ball never ever crossed the line. When you need a Russian linesman, you get a goal-scoring decision. Absolutely fantastic. A great ball into Sacco. Can he nick it? He fires it straight head height at the goalkeeper. But Davy Kay straight back on the attack for West Ham. Looking to go down that left-hand side, but he's dispossessed with consummate ease from the Arsenal fullback. And the referee does bring the tie to an end. An unfortunate 0-0 draw, but I've got to say that was really an adrenaline-packed game full of absolutely monumental moments. Arsenal having a lot of chances, but really lacking the ability to put the ball on target. The man of the match has to be Winnie Reid. Yes, tongue-in-cheek, I had to do it. When you need a Russian linesman, you don't get one. We have Winnie Reid blocking that ball never, ever crossed the line. You make your mind up. Did that ball cross the line?
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I